EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, coming up next, it's a welterweight matchup between Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson. Well, he was the first man to amass a double-digit winning streak in the shark-infested lightweight waters in the UFC. The former interim champion, El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson, back on the proving ground here tonight.
Tony Ferguson was able to navigate the toughest division in the UFC. He's one of the most diverse, nasty strikers the UFC has ever seen. And you couple that with that college wrestling background. Every time you step foot in the octagon with Ferguson, you know you have your hands full. One of the most exciting fighters the UFC has ever seen.
He is an 8-point striker, outstanding submission game, has a lot of good chokes in his arsenal. He'll lean on that Darce choke, has a pretty good triangle as well.
Watch that low single.
I'm telling you, Tony Ferguson ready to prove yet again that he is one of, if not the best lightweight on planet Earth. Well, enjoy him while he's here, folks, because you never know if this will be the last time we see Nate Diaz in the UFC with a fan base really as big as any fighter in the sport. Diaz is back tonight, and we're glad to see him.
Stockton, stand up. This guy has a cult following. He is one of the most interesting guys in the UFC because he has this sense that he really doesn't care to be here, but he also doesn't feel as comfortable anywhere but in the octagon. So it's a love-hate relationship with fighting for Nate Diaz. When he's happiest, when he's best, he's fighting in the UFC. A guy that boxes, unbelievable, but I think it's the attitude of Nate Diaz that has made him into one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen in the octagon.
He had a couple of life-changing paydays against Conor McGregor, the win at UFC 196, the majority decision loss at UFC 202.
Which to this day he says he won, right?
He thinks he won that fight. But one thing goes without saying, and I'll say it anyway, when Nate Diaz fights, the world is watching, and that is the case yet again here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 13 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, ladies and gentlemen, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz!
All right, get the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
Ready.
Well, a legendary build-up to this fight that is now upon us, Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. And I think both guys are excited to put the trash talk aside and get down to business.
Yeah, they talk the talk, but now it's time to walk the walk. We know both of these guys, at their core, are tremendous mixed martial artists, and I cannot wait to see how this one plays out.
And as you'll see in a minute, Nate's probably not done talking.
No, he's not done. In the octagon, he'll be talking.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the field.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
El Cucuy gets...
He didn't like that left hand.
Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Back mount now. Ferguson's right back to the full mount. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. All right, under 3 minutes now to go in round one. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with...
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Just misses with the jab.
Great punch.
Round two is next.
Good job, guys.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
Round two now. Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson.
Let's go, fight!
And he landed the right hand there. Nice connection. Tony Ferguson, you're probably glad you never had to prepare for a fighter like this in your day.
I've never seen anything like that, and I'm not sure there's anyone like that going up in the weights. Tony Ferguson does not give you any idea of what you're facing. When you're in there, you're confused. He doesn't give you any type of pattern inside the octagon. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
So 41 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz, striking at a 57% accuracy rate against Tony Ferguson.
Nice punch landed over the top.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Ferguson's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Look at him whip his hips into that kick.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab, DC?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab, but you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch and the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
Nice punch there by Tony Ferguson.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off.
His head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
Back to the feet.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Under two. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
Good punch lands. Oh, nice. Nice. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
How good is that jab from Nate Diaz? Almost as if he's been doing it for 20 years, right?
I mean, he has been doing it. You know, he's got a great boxing coach in Richard Perez, a guy that he believes in, a guy that has allowed him to gain the confidence to stand with the best strikers in the world. Good punch.
Final seconds here. Diaz gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. All right, so there's the Horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Are you ready? You ready?
Third round underway.
Ooh, what a punch.
Another shot lands upstairs. Oh, an educated jab there. I could watch this dude jab all day.
I mean, he's so light on his feet, and when he pops that jab, it comes right back to his face.
Just missed with the left there. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. 89 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz. And unofficially landing with 51% accuracy against.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Well, he works hard to get up again here, but he looks hurt. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now.
He loaded up on that right hand, too.
Ferguson's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now. Oh, and there's a takedown attempt. Not a great entry there, DC.
Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to... He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck.
Bottom fighter trying to... Wow! All right, side control now. Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon. Diaz is trying for a Kimura here.
Oh. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. He's attacking armbar now.
And he's out. Diaz's pass attempt denied. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
That was awesome. Really hurt him at the end of that round. He is not going to recover, okay? I want you to go out there this round, and I want you.
All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here. Oh, that's near DC. He is hurt.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Oh, his opponent's squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some real good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen. He's gonna attack armbar here. Now he's okay. Now he can escape. Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Oh man, that was slick.
Diaz has got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now.
Oh, nice guillotine there.
He might get a finish here. Getting tighter.
He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 53 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out, Diaz!
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.
EA Sports. It's in the game.